Why will you ask me how is my exam?
You, they go now, they go.
I didn't write any.
My own exam go far o. Person wey I don plan formation with, na so invigilator carry am comot for my side o.
You no come.
I just dey scratch my head. But better days ahead. I have not started.
My own exam sweet o. Na lie.
How's the exam? Yeah, not bad. You know, exam is examining, just test of knowledge, and let's see how it feels like.
Well, my exam was fun. It was somehow unexpected in a way. The questions that she gave us wasn't what we prepared for. Me personally, it wasn't what I prepared for. But I thank God, that I was able to answer everything.
But honestly, you know, exam is just about flow with the vibes. Some are not always good, some are good, but we thank God, we keep it real, we keep it honest, we keep pushing. Thank God for Unilag, thank God for everything. I mean,
God will help us, man.
Today's exam in evidence, that's evidence 511. It was a wonderful one.
Shigi. Killing, but all thanks to God.
Unilag. My exam. It ain't good. But we are trying.
Even though I don't like, I copy like the fifth person from my back, but still my exam still bam like that.
Today is the defining moment for our creative innovators whose spark of curiosity has bettered fresh ideas and brilliant solutions. We called for thinkers, builders, dreamers, and you answered with ideas that are bold enough to challenge the present and reimagine the future. If my memory serves me right, the last time we had Professor Ogundipe Innovative Challenge 2.0 was on Thursday, February 8, 2024, at the JF Adeajayi Auditorium, and fast-tracked to this day, Thursday, November 27, 2025. For those of you who are proponents of mathematics, it is exactly 658 days. That is 1 year, 9 months, and 19 days. You can actually say it is 21 months and 26 days. You can also say the last time we had the 2.0 was 94 weeks. And when you do it in hours, that is 15,792 hours since we last held the Professor Ogundipe Innovative Challenge. When you want to calculate in minutes, that is 947,520 minutes since we last had this event. And for seconds, that is 56,851,200 seconds since we last had this event. And like we always say, creativity is thinking up new things, but innovation is doing new things. The last time out, we had 6 highly intelligent people present. From Lagos State University, Team Horizon, who presented technology. From University of Lagos, Team Neptune on bioengineering. From University of Lagos, Team Save a Space on software. From University of Nigeria, Nsukka, health technology. Team Tea Free. And from University of Lagos, for food processing, Team Illucence. And after very, very wonderful events, Team Illucence on food processing from University of Lagos came third. Team Horizon from Lagos State University, Ojo, on technology came second. And the first from University of Lagos on bioengineering was Team Neptune. And today, we have wonderful people who have come here again to wow us with their presentation. In alphabetical order, we have 6 of them who will be doing justice to what is bound to shape the world and not only Nigeria. Team Agro Alliance, CIDPS, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Please give them a round of applause. Team Awelewa from University of Lagos, a round of applause. Team Kanji Fly from Federal University of Technology, Mina, a round of applause. Team Sams Mikfa Tech from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, in Kaduna State, a round of applause. Team South from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, a round of applause. And the last, also from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Team Smart Agro. A round of applause for them. These 6 are going to be giving us something that would blow our minds. Once again, the Faculty of Science, University of Lagos, in collaboration with Professor Ogunipe, Innovative Challenge, is presenting POIC 3.0 Grand Finale with the theme Empowering Thinkers, Science for a Sustainable Future. My name is Oluwaseun Ajidagba. It's an absolute pleasure and delight to be in your midst this wonderful morning. I do not take this invitation for granted. At this juncture, it's my singular honor, pleasure, and delight to respectfully recognize some of our dignitaries that are here. Numerous, but I'll be taking them one after the other. The chairman of today's occasion, a great alumnus of University of Lagos and a wonderful philanthropist. And join me as I respectfully invite Mr. Lekon Ajishafe, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Post Assurance Brokers Limited, and Group CEO of Synex Energy Nigeria Limited, and the second Vice President, University of Lagos Alumni Worldwide. A round of applause, please. Let me also recognize Dr. Kazim Bakinson, PSO to SA and GID. A round of applause, please, for him. Our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde, Special Advisor to Mr. Selebu, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, on EGIS and urban development. A great alumnus of Ladoke Akintola University, Urbana Regional Planning. A round of applause for him. Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde is also here representing His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State. You are most welcome, sir. The representative of the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogunshola ONFAS, is here represented by the Director, Quality Assurance and Servicom Unit of the University of Lagos, Professor Olufemi Saibu. A round of applause, please, for him. Let me also recognize the man we have come to celebrate, the 12th Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of the Governing Council of Redeemers University, the TED Fund Center for Excellence for Biodiversity Conservation and Ecosystem Management, the POIC man himself, Audacity Master, Professor Oluwatoyin Temitayo Ogundipe, FAS. The reason you look at Professor Ogundipe looking like a student seeking admission into University of Lagos for postgraduate is because the Minister for Home Affairs is doing a fantastic job. And when you talk about the Minister for Home Affairs, no other person than the wife of Professor Oluwatoyin Temitayo Ogundipe, FAS. We say the wife of a professor is a professor. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully recognize Dr. Mrs. Oluwaseun Ogundipe. A round of applause, please, for her. We can do better to appreciate her, please. I also have some of my deans that are here. We used to be 12 before, but now the faculty has risen to 19. The dean of the Faculty of Life Sciences, a microbiologist, Professor Ganiu Oyetibo. We also have here with us the board chairman, Professor Ogundipe, Innovative Science Foundation, former dean of the Faculty of Science, call it the defunct Faculty of Science, Professor Elijah Oyedola Oyeyemi, the board chairman. We also have the first female dean, the last female dean, and the last dean of the Faculty of Science before it became defunct, are now metamorphosized into various faculties. She's now the dean of the Faculty of Physical and Health Science, Professor Olayinka Taiwo Ashekun. I see my several professors that are here in their large numbers, but permit me to quickly recognize the judges who are going to be doing justice to these amazing finalists. May I humbly and respectfully recognize Mrs. Olajumoke Alaka, Senior Manager, Southwest Zonal Office, National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA Unilag. A round of applause for her. Dr. Victor Oluwashino Shobanke, Assistant Director of Research, National Center for Technology Management, and President, System Dynamics Society, Nigerian Chapter. A round of applause. Professor Miriam Igwo Ezikpe, Professor of Environmental and Natural Product Alternative, African Research Security Consortium of University of Lagos. A round of applause, please. Dr. Chika Yinka Banjo, Director, Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Laboratory, Head of Department of Computer Science, University of Lagos. A round of applause, please, for her. Because of the importance of Professor Ogudikpe, just flew in from the airport from Abuja and directly to this venue. Thank you very much. And the last but not the least, for our judges, the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on agriculture and food system. I would love to be your friend after this event. Dr. Oluwarotimi Fashola. A round of applause, please, for him. We also have here, retired but not tired, of biochemistry, Professor Olubumi Magbadeola. A round of applause, please, for her. Thank you very much. All my professors that are here, I see all of you, Professor Aderoke Samuel, Professor Ogukomi, Professor Khalid Adekoya, Professor Udiani, too numerous to mention. I don't want to get into trouble. You know, establishing protocol is one of the most difficult things. But once I get those names, we will do justice to it. Once again, you're welcome to Nuruddin Alao Auditorium, venue for POIC 3.0 grand finale with the theme, Empowering Thinkers, Science for a Sustainable Future. At this juncture, shall we please be on our feet as we first take the opening prayer, then the rendition of the national anthem of our dear country, Nigeria, before we take the best anthem anywhere in the world, the University of Lagos anthem. And as the Spirit leads, may I humbly and respectfully recognize and invite for the opening prayer the chaplain of Chapel of Christ Our Light, Reverend Dr. Azuka Ogbolumani, to help me with the opening prayer. And once we are done with the opening prayer, we take the first stanza of Nigeria's anthem and then the best instrumental anthem anywhere in the world, Unilag anthem.
Shall we pray? Our Father and our God, we are grateful for this day has come to pass. And we declare this is the day you have made. We will rejoice and will be glad in it. We commit all we do here into your hand, that your Spirit will guide, will lead and direct us in the name of Jesus Christ. We cover this event with the blood of Jesus Christ and invoke the Spirit of excellence even unto this gathering. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
We remain standing for the first stanza of Nigeria's national anthem, and we also remain standing for the University of Lagos anthem. The Unilag anthem. University of Lagos, the rising sun, our fountain of excellence, our citadel of learning, Badala France, home of sound mind. Rise beyond the skies. Our mission is to uphold a great heritage that our nations thrive. First choice scholarship and excellence, creating knowledge and character, producing exemplary global leaders. God bless you. Greater Kokai. Greater Kokai. Greatest Kokai. You may please be seated. Distinguished guests, you are most welcome to the University of Lagos, the University of First Choice, and the nation's pride. I pride to say that University of Lagos is the only university that was instated by an act of parliament in 1962. University of Lagos is the only university you can access by air. We have a landing place. You can come via the road, and you can also come via the lagoon front, just like the Federal Republic of Germany, the German Chancellor came, Olaf Scholz, some 2 years ago. And University of Lagos, the first university to be compliant with ensuring that we don't fill the air with a lot of combustibles, and the reason we have a zero emission vehicle. Great Akokai! Great Akokai! Greatest of the greatest of the greatest Akokai! More dignitaries continue to join us. The special advisor to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, on EGIS and urban development, Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde, you are most welcome. Thank you once again. Professor Ogunipe builds human beings to grow to become greater people in life. And one of such that has come to join us this wonderful morning is the executive chairman of Onigbongbo local government, Honorable Moyosore Adebanjo. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward. A golden fish has no hiding place. Please move forward. You are please requested to come forward. You are most welcome, Honorable Moyosore Adebanjo. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite for the welcome address the Professor Ogunipe Innovative Science Foundation Board Chairman and former Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor Elijah Oyedola Oyeyemi. A round of applause, please, for him.
Good morning once again, and you are all welcome to this wonderful event. It took place 2 years ago, and we are glad, we thank God Almighty that we are able to have this event taking place this year. I welcome you all to this great event. You all agree with me that the last exercise was a very great one, and this year is going to be a greater one. So may I recognize the following people that we have in our midst today. They are special to us and to Nigeria as a whole. First of all, I recognize the Executive Governor of Lagos State, who is ably represented by Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde, the Special Advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on GIS and Urban Development. You are welcome, sir. I recognize the Chief Host, who is our own heir, the Vice Chancellor of this great university, University of First Choice and Nation's Pride, Professor Folasade Ogunsola, ON FAS, who is ably represented by Professor Swipe. You are welcome, sir. The chairman of the occasion, Mr. Lekan Ajisafe, MD and CEO, Post Assurance Brokers Limited. You are welcome, sir. Once again, I have to recognize the keynote speaker, who is Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatode, Special Advisor to the Executive Governor of Lagos State. You are welcome once again, sir. The host of this great occasion, the Dean of Faculty of Life Sciences. You are welcome, sir. The Dean of Faculty of Physical and Earth Sciences, Professor Ashekun. You are welcome, sir. I welcome all other special guests that are here. To me, everyone that is present here today is special, because you can see that all of us are wearing special uniform in this hall today. This is very unique. I recognize everybody present here today. It is my belief that at the end of today's event, it shall be a greater one, because these students that are coming here to present what they have done to us, they have put in a lot of effort into the innovations. And the members of the board who have done wonderfully job for us to get to this particular point, I recognize you, I welcome you, I thank you, because without what you have done, we will not get to where we are today. So everyone that is present here, please, I want you to listen attentively. There's no way at the end of the day that we will not gain one thing or the other. Whether you are in the area of technology, you are in the arts, you are in social sciences, technology is everywhere, innovation is everywhere this time around. I believe that we are all going to gain one thing or the other. For the contestants that are here today, I welcome you. I thank you for what you have been able to put up together. Please, whether you are the first or you are the last, the innovation that you have invented is not a waste. I believe that you can improve on it and make it better in the near future. So I thank you all. Please be seated. And by the grace of God, we shall end up this event without any form of casualties, without any form of misunderstanding. Thank you for coming. God bless you. And by the time you are going back, I wish you safe journey back to your destination. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
Thank you. A round of applause once again for the chairman of the board of Professor Ogunigbe Innovative Science Foundation, Professor Elijah Oyedola Oyeyemi. Once again, a round of applause. Thank you very much. Let me recognize the Dean Faculty of Computing and Informatics, another brand new faculty, Professor Adewale Philip. A round of applause, please. Let me respectfully recognize our wonderful people from RUN. RUN is an acronym for Redeemers University. We all know that Professor Oluwatoyin Temitayo Ogundipe, FAS, former Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, is the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of the Governing Council of Redeemers University. They are here to show felicitation from Redeemers University. The registrar of Redeemers University is here live and direct. A round of applause for Pastor David Akintola. Pastor David, please. Maybe someone should please help me usher them to that other side. If you don't mind, a round of applause for Pastor David Akintola, the registrar of Redeemers University. Also here is a director and the chaplain of Redeemers University, Pastor Alakija. So please join us also. I recognize a friend of Dr. Mrs. Oluwaseun Ogundipe and the wife of the former Director of Works and Physical Planning, Mrs. Akinwande. A round of applause, please, for her. And I've just been directed that the chairman of Onigbongbo Local Government, LCDA, our very own and a proud alumnus of University of Lagos, Honorable Muyosore Adebanjo, should please relocate from where he is to another place. I have been directed. I have been directed. Thank you very much. And while I was introducing him, the father of Professor Ogundipe just walked in. The first member of staff at Chemical Engineering, Professor Ayodele Francis Oguye. We can continue to clap for him. The first member of staff of Chemical Engineering and the adopted father of Professor Oluwatoyin Temitayo Ogundipe FAS. You are most welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You came in at the appropriate time. We were just about to start. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite the remarks by the host and the Dean, Faculty of Life Sciences, Professor Ganiu Oyetibo. A round of applause, please, for him. We can do better to appreciate Professor Oyetibo.
Good morning, everybody. Well, I would like to welcome every one of us to this auspicious occasion. I would like to start by observing the protocol, by recognizing the presence of our Vice Chancellor of this great university, as ably represented by Professor Shuaib. You are welcome, sir. Well, also in that same realm, I would like to welcome to our midst this morning the chairman of the occasion, and that is in person of Mr. Lekan Ajishafe, who I am informed that he is also an alumnus of this great university, if I'm right. And I want to believe I am right, because it's nothing that I am right. So you are most welcome, sir. And you are welcome to your alma mater, the citadel of learning. Also, we have to really appreciate the presence of the governor of Lagos State, though he's not here physically, but is ably represented by his essay, which also doubled as the keynote speaker, and that is in person of Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde. You are most welcome, sir. I'm aware earlier on when you are introduced to me that you are not an alumnus of this university. However, by adoption, it is not impossible that you are now an alumnus, because any association without University of Lagos is incomplete. And that is why your presence here this morning is not without a cause. So you are welcome, sir. And the easiest way to be a member of this great university by adoption, by any form, is by associating yourself with a laudable program. Yes, you have come to partner with this event, but we are not stopping there until you make an indelible mark. And I want to believe that further discussion can come up, as Professor Ogundipe had earlier mentioned. So thank you, sir, for accepting to be a member of this faculty, or this university, rather. So you are most welcome, sir. And, of course, the elder in the house, the professor or professor, when you have a professor recognizing another professor as my father, then you don't know what else you call such professor. So I wouldn't know what to say this time around. I would rather not call professor, but I call elder, daddy, Oguye. You are most welcome, sir. God bless you, sir, for coming. All the dignitaries on the high table, the chairman of Onigbongbo, you are recognized and you are welcome to our midst. This is your alma mater. Yeah, by divine positioning, you are now welcome, not as a student, rather, but as a critical stakeholder of the university. So you are welcome, sir. And also, I would like to recognize the spiritual leaders in the house. Anything successful cannot come to pass without effective prayer. The registrar of Ron, yes, may say it's an academic community, but it's more primarily as by virtue of your spirituality that makes you to sit on that position. You are welcome, sir. And our sincere greetings to our father. Praise the Lord. I will stop at that point. So God bless you, sir. He is an alumnus of this university. Please convey our message to him that we are trying our best to sustain the legacy. Thank you, sir. And you will permit me, I have a special reason to, special one that is in this place, which I will sincerely recognize and welcome. University environment or community is highly disciplined community by virtue of our calling. We are called to service and humanity. So a closely related profession of ours, where discipline is core value, is the military setting. And I would like to borrow a leaf from the military setting. And that leaf is the wife of a general, of a, let's say, a lieutenant colonel, by virtue of the hierarchy, she is automatically a colonel. And therefore, every other colleague of his wife, of her husband, sees her as their boss. So you will permit me. Some people like to be operating behind the scene. And that is in person of the wife of Professor Ogundipe. I will recognize her before recognizing Professor Ogundipe because she is the boss. She is the boss in the sense that she is not just a professor, but this time around, she's a super professor. So I will not be comfortable allowing her to see behind the scene this time around, but she has to come to the limelight. Let us see you, ma. Please. I know it is against your wish. So you have to leave and relocate by promotion, by elevation. God bless you, ma. Not just nodding, you just have to step out, please, ma. And I will even yield my seat for you. No. It's not your... Okay, I will respect your... Because it's an order. She has given the order. And the order must be obeyed. Because the one that she's senior can also order me. So I've received the order. Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma, for being a good support to our own Professor Ogudipe. Professor Ogudipe, we can't be welcoming you to your own occasion, but we celebrate you. You are welcome, sir. God bless you, sir. So to everybody that are present, the professors and members of the academia, I would like to welcome you all. We are gathered here this morning to more or less begin to have a redirection of the thinking in our society. We are talking about empowering the thinkers. It's no longer an occasion whereby we begin to celebrate mediocrity. A thinker is somebody that is able to sit and think the unimaginables, something that you never believe exists. However, the distinguished guests, our friends, our partners that are on seat, that are empowered financially, it is high time to save our nation by empowering the thinkers. And empowering the thinkers is not only these young ones. It is time to even train the trainers, the teachers. There is need for us to begin to have a rich thinking of how our society should be. So even as we are here celebrating the finalists, I want you all to be in one spirit and in one accord and celebrate excellence this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now need to move like the speed of light. Professor Gani Oyetubo, Faculty of Life Sciences. A round of applause once again, the Dean. May I just quickly say here that for our newly admitted students in the various faculties, be it the Faculty of Life Science, Physical and Health Science, Computing and Informatics, I understand the issue of the screening. Don't worry. When you have the 3 deans that are seated here, you are covered. Am I clear? Don't worry. The screening will be done. But please, this is a very important event to what you have come to University of Lagos to acquire as far as knowledge is concerned. We move quickly. And the next person I would invite to speak to us is the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, OON, FAS, here represented by the Director of Quality Assurance and Servicom Unit, Professor Olufemi Shaibu. A round of applause, please, for him.
Good morning, everybody. I'm standing here to represent Madam Vice Chancellor, who planned to be here until early this morning, but there is a program at a College of Medicine, the Court of Governors Board that are being inaugurated today, which the chairman of the board is just meeting them for the first time, and they meet just once in 2 years, and she must be there. And the same time, 10 o'clock, and therefore, in the last minute, she said, I should be here. Possibly before we end the program, she will join us. So she actually want to be here, and she really tendered her apology. So the speech I'm reading here today is not mine, it's her voice, but I'm just standing here to represent them. I want to stand on existing protocol. However, I must at least recognize some people who give us the opportunity to also to be here today. And without breaching the established formal protocol, I want first of all recognize the person we always call our Messiah, our Lord, not God, who is Professor Oguye, for giving us leadership even in retirement. He is a father of fathers and grandfathers of fathers also. So I want to start with you because I'm a Yoruba man and we respect age and elders. So, sir, with all humility, I'm prostrating vertically to recognize you, appreciate you, despite your age, that you always give us this honor to be here. Having said that, I want to recognize the Executive Governor of Lagos State that is ably represented here by Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde, who also happens to be the keynote speakers for today. And indeed, the University of Lagos see Lagos State as a strong partner in what we do. There's never been a program we do in University of Lagos that Lagos State government is not represented. And as we are speaking, our main auditorium that we have today that's renovated was renovated by the Executive Governor of Lagos State. Beyond that, if you pass through our commercial road, opposite Faculty of Social Sciences, there's a space there that's being cleared. In few months' time, you will see one of the best architectural design, a project that's also being executed by the same governor for Lagos State. Beyond being our alumnus, he takes special interest in supporting University of Lagos. And we're always proud of that relationship. And we pray to God that God continue to honor him and lift him up. Amen. So we also in our present, I also want to recognize the chairman of the day, Mr. Lekan Ajisave, who happens to be the MD of Post Assurance Limited, and also our proud stakeholder University of Lagos as an alumnus. Anytime they ask us why Unilag is unique, why are we first choice, why are we nation pride, it's not because of the building. It's not because we are closer to the lagoon. And it's not that because you can come into University of Lagos through any mode of transport, but because of the partnership we have built over time, and we are building over time. And that's why anywhere you go, the first thing they ask is that why and how are you doing it in University of Lagos? We are doing it because we value partnership and collaborations. And we take our partner in industry as key partner in all this. And we are very proud to have you here. And sincerely speaking, you are why they celebrate us in University of Lagos. Also, we have Dr. Kazim Bakinson also here. And we are very proud to also have you. And more importantly, my friend, this person, and who is now the Honorable Executive Chairman of my local government, Honorable Muyosori. I'm very glad, I'm very happy that today you are here as one of our political pillars that whenever we have challenges within the government, we may not travel far before we get in done. You are just starting, and we know that you have open sky and you go far. The chairman of the board, my dean, who, when in my first tenure, I had so much reason to relate with him, and any time there are complaints from that faculty, and I ran to him, he said, "DQ, don't worry, it is solved." I celebrate you, and I continue to appreciate you. I know that when you are leaving the dean, they will not let you go because you have so much to contribute to the system, and that is why they find you worthy to be the chairman of this board. Then my dean, the dean that will be the first female dean to chair 2 faculties simultaneously last year, and this year she is also pioneering a new faculty, Professor Asekun. Since you took over, we've seen that not that you continue what you met, but also you took that faculty to a level whereby you broke into 3 faculties, and again, each of them can still survive without, shows your leadership. And our newest dean, the Dean of Life Science, Professor Ganiu, as I used to call you, we also appreciate you for giving the management opportunity to sleep, because we could have been having challenges in that faculty, but God used you to at least lower the pressure. Also, we have so many people that the VC will have recognized, but because I'm not the VC, definitely I want to then follow the existing protocols and say, okay, my special recognition for everybody. However, I want to recognize our partners from Redeem Universities who are here, who came right from Ede to be here. Not only because you come, because we say our daddy now, Professor Gundipe, we say he's now fresher, he's now better the way he was in Unilag. Then we used to trouble him every time. But today, with your support as the council chair there, we can see that you are taking care of our father for us. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for making us proud. And we appreciate everybody from them. Then my father, my mentor, Professor Gundipe, yes, today is your day. This program is you, but I'm seeing you beyond this program. I'm seeing you as somebody that laid the foundation for whatever we claim today in recent times. The time we were singing the national anthem, the university anthem, we started to think, this item seems as if that's been here for over 15 years, and it's just a few years back. That's a visionary leader that says, oh, when other universities are singing their own as aluta, aluta, well, our own is progress, progress. So I know some of us will understand that. So we are very proud of you that we give us an item that is about progress, it's about leadership, it's about God's leadership, not aluta, aluta, aluta. Because we believe that we can achieve the same thing without fighting. Thank you, God bless you. Beyond that, today University of Lagos has over 8 hubs. And the hubs were to train young scholars, young students in entrepreneurship, in vocational, in critical thinking, and value creation. But if they are just trained and there's no opportunity to showcase their training, then it becomes useless. And as a leader who thinks about tomorrow, looking at solutions, he came up with this idea and bring up a team who could think that, oh, when all these ops now empower the thinkers, and when I saw the t-shirt on him, it said empowering the thinkers. And I said, I will say it, it's not only the thinkers. We empower the actors and then the makers. Because if you empower the thinkers and nobody is to execute, then that idea will die. So University of Lagos, we empower the thinkers, we empower the actors, and we empower the makers. So this challenge today is to take it further, beyond thinking, beyond acting, but to showcase. So this program was put in place to provide an avenue for everybody that has thought, that had made, and also that acted to come and showcase that to the world. And I was very happy that we were having students from Ahmadu Bello University, Lautech universities, and so many other universities. The last time I went to Abu, I traveled through the air, and again, I have to also go through the road. And I remember the number of Cruzeiro I read from Kano to that place because I was scared. For people to come from that place, it means one thing: the value they place on this program. If it does not worth anything, they wouldn't have taken the risk of being here, no matter the price. So I want to appreciate you for being here. I want to appreciate the organizer for raising the bar above others to ensure that people can travel from far and near to join us in these activities. So I want to thank everybody, and also our mother, who gave us Professor Ogundipe to be able to do what he has done. Ma, always I appreciate you, and I always ask myself, how I wish my mother has kind of energy you have, and to be able to push me the way you push all of us, and we also have adopted you as our mother. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having said that, we allow you to allow me to read the speech of my boss, which goes this way. It is my honor to stand here today on behalf of Vice Chancellor at this remarkable gathering, the Professor Ogundipe Innovative Challenge Program, the initiative which was initiated by Professor Ogundipe is more than a competition. It is a vision, a call to excellence, and a platform that challenges the brightest mind of University of Lagos and the rest of the world to rise, to innovate, and to lead. Today, we celebrate not only ideas, but the courage to dream, the discipline to refine those dreams, and the resilience to transform them into solutions that can change our world. These programs embodies the very spirit of University of Lagos, a spirit of creativity, enterprise, and problem solving. At University of Lagos, innovation is not an option. It is our culture. Through our many innovations hub, we have created spaces where imaginations meet technology, where students are empowered to experiment, to collaborate, and to build. We have nurtured student enterprise, supported startups, and encouraged ventures that prove that our young scholars are not just learners, but creators of values. We continue to enrich the student learning experience by blending academic rigor with practical opportunities, ensuring that every graduate lives not only with knowledge, but with skills and confidence to shape their world. This challenge is designed to bring out the very best in you, our student. It is a reminder that the problems of our societies are waiting for your solutions, that the future of Nigeria and Africa rests on our creativity, and that excellence is not a destination, but a continuous pursuit of creativity. To the organizer of this event, University of Lagos Management extend our deepest appreciation. Your dedication to fostering innovations and rewarding excellence is a gift that institutions and to the institutions and to the larger society. You have created a platform where ideas can flourish, where talent is recognized, and where the leaders of tomorrow are born today. To our students, I say this: do not hold back. Let your ideas soar up. Let your solution speak for you. Let your innovation inspire you and others. The world is waiting for your brilliance, and this challenge is your opportunity and a stage for you to showcase that and prove to the world that you are better than the others. Remember, greatness is not achieved by following the crowd, but by daring to be different, daring to innovate, and daring to lead even when the others fail. As we begin to this program, let us carry forward the legacy of Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, who believed in the power of young minds to transform societies. Let us honor the vision by giving our best, by embracing excellence, and by proving once again that University of Lagos is indeed University of Fair Choice and the nation pride. Thank you. May today's challenge ignite a future of endless opportunity for us all.
Another resounding round of applause for the representative of the University of Lagos Vice Chancellor, the Director of Quality Assurance and Servicom Unit, Professor Olufemi Saibu. Thank you very much, sir. While Professor Olufemi Saibu, the Director of Quality Assurance and Servicom Unit, was delivering that speech, just walked in is the Honorable Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Tokumbo Philip Wahab, here represented by the Director Environmental Education, Mrs. Monsura Banire. A round of applause, please, for her. I also recognize the former Director, Unilag Safeguarding, Professor Mukulola Ayoka Olushakin. A round of applause for her. And with the kind permission of His Excellency and Professor Ayodele Francis Oguye, I especially want to recognize someone who is dear to my heart. And coincidentally, she is not only my boss, she's my mentor, and today she's 1 year younger. Professor Aderunke Omolara Lawalare, the Director for Center for General Studies, the carcinologist. Happy birthday to you, ma. Long life and prosperity. Let me finally recognize someone who is dear to Professor Ogundipe, one of the prodigies, highly cerebral. When I grow up, I want to be like you. She is gradually becoming a Unilag Don, and she is spearheading this POIC. Please help me appreciate the Nigerian Young Academy President from the Department of Botany, Professor Temitokpe Olabisi Onumiya. I will not fail to recognize Professor K. Professor Kehinde Kemabonta. God bless you, all of you. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite the chairman of today's occasion. My late dad used to tell me that when you are at the top, you are the topic. When you are the head, you are the headline. Because you are the topic and the headline, people behind you will say a lot of things. He said, why are you bothered? That's why they are behind. The chairman of today's occasion, a benefactor, an amiable, quintessential, soft-spoken, philanthropist, great mind, highly cerebral, second vice president, University of Lagos alumni worldwide, and the MD CEO, Post Assurance Brokers Limited, the group CEO of Synex Energy, our very own Mr. Lekon Ajishafe. You can do well to appreciate him. The more you appreciate him, the more he will appreciate yours truly. Thank you in anticipation for all you do.
Thank you very much. It's indeed my pleasure to be here this morning. I would like to, first and foremost, congratulate Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe. Yeah, it is because of you we're here. I would like to specially recognize the Executive Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by the Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde. You are welcome, sir. I'd like to also specially welcome the oldest professor in our midst this morning. Good morning, sir, Professor Ogunye. Thank you, sir. I also want to use Prof method. I would like to prostrate vertically too, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. So I don't want to bother you much with long speech. I want to stand on the existing protocols. It gives me great honor to stand before you today as chairman of this remarkable event, the Professor Ogundikpe Innovative Challenge, POIC 3.0. Now it's third edition. An initiative that has year after year proven its value, its purpose, and its impact. This event is more than competition. It's a legacy. A legacy envisioned and inspired by Professor Ogundikpe and strengthened by the tireless work of the faculty and the entire organizing team. I would like to especially appreciate Professor Ogundikpe for betting a noble idea that continues to shape minds and inspire innovation across the future generation. Today's theme, Empowering Thinkers, Science for a Sustainable Future, speaks deeply to the essence of why we are here gathered. It reflects enormous potential within our students, their innate creativity, their ability to imagine, to provide solutions, and their courage to innovate. In a world where challenges are becoming more complex, thinkers are our greatest asset. Young people with fresh ideas, bold perspectives, and resilient mind will be the one to build the future we all hope for. And it is with this spirit that POIC seeks to nurture. I commend the University of Lagos management for continually providing a platform where students are encouraged not only to learn, but to apply knowledge, explore possibilities, and push boundaries. I also appreciate the partners, sponsors, judges, and moderators who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. To the students participating today, this is your moment. I urge you to roll up your sleeves, learn into the challenge, innovate boldly, collaborate courageously, and pioneer ideas that will outlive you and all of us. Whether you win or not, the learning exposure and courage you gain here will serve you for a lifetime. Let me also assure you that with me here today, and with the continued commitment of our partners, we will keep supporting initiatives that build capacity, that inspire innovation, and empower the next generation of leaders and thinkers. As we begin today's activity, I wish every participant the very best. May your creativity shine, and may this platform take you many steps closer to your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to welcome you once again to POIC 3.0. Thank you, God bless. But I won't leave this podium without recognizing my own Aburo Moyosore, our shining example in the government. You're welcome too. Thank you very much, and do have a very great day.
My name is Oluwaseun Ajidagba, but you can call me OT. And OT is an acronym for Oliver Twist. And you know what an Oliver Twist does? They just like to ask for more. It won't be out of place if we give our very own proud alumnus of the University of Lagos and the chairman of POIC 3.0, Mr. Leko Ajishafe, another resounding round of applause. We welcome the managing director, Mainway Insurance Brokers, Mr. Dayo Adeniyi. Thank you very much for joining us. We are very, very grateful. All right. We move and to speak to us is the man who is taking the city of aquatic splendor, the center of excellence, to the permanent site. And the man who replicates the words of Peter Drucker, who says, management is doing the right things, but leadership is doing things right. Mr. Selebu, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, a proud alumnus of University of Lagos from surveying and geoinformatics, and the shining example of what true leadership and representation of the people is all about. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, aka Mr. Selebu, here represented by Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde, Special Advisor to the Governor on Lagos State on Enterprise, Geographic Information System and Urban Development. But sir, I'm not angry with you. The fact that you graduated from Ladoke Akintola University of Urban Regional Planning before you went to London, but then there's always University of Lagos by association. At this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite the representative of His Excellency to deliver the words of Mr. Governor, aka Mr. Selebu.
Good morning. Good morning. Are we tired? We are not tired. Okay, so I have a very simple task, which is just to deliver Mr. Governor's message. So Mr. Governor is absent because he needed to represent Lagos in Morocco. So he left last night. He had promised Professor Ogudikwe that he was going to be here to support Professor Ogudikwe because Prof is somebody that Governor holds in high esteem. You know, a lot of times when I get into the governor's living room in Marina, Professor Ogudikwe is there, you know, just waiting to give Governor some ideas, you know, so that they can speak on ways by which they can move Lagos forward. Prof not only does that, he also sits with those of us that are younger. And, you know, he will ask us, what is it that we can do to try to move Lagos forward? So on behalf of Mr. Selebu, Mr. Governor, Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, you know, first I would like to congratulate you, you know, congratulate the Vice Chancellor, congratulate the chairman, you know, for this occasion, and particularly, you know, I want to also congratulate the students. You know, I would need to do the protocols and come back to the students. So I would fail if I do not recognize my colleague who is there seated. You know, I would want him to stand up for recognition because his name has not been called so many times. Dr. Rotimi Fashola, the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor on Agriculture and Food Systems. Àtẹ́wọ́ yẹn ò tó. Also permits me, you know, to recognize my brother, Tokubo Philip Wahab, who is the Honorable Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, represented by Director in the Ministry of Environment. Please give Honorable Commissioner Tokubo Wahab a round of applause. So you see that we hold you in very high esteem. So it is Nelson Mandela that said, education is the great engine of human development. It is only through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a medical doctor. That the son of a miner can become the head of a mine. And the son of a farmer can become the president of a great nation like ours. It is not what we are given, but what we have that separates one from another. You know, it is Nelson Mandela who said that. And you know, I mean, when you think about some of our musicians in Nigeria, take Orlando Julius, for example. You know, he sang that song, Adara Oreo, Adara, Adara Fegbe Wao, Ayewa Kale, Baba Ele Lolo Kofi Mama Esileo. To ma gbójúlé wọn òtẹ tọ́kì ni mo sọ bí o gbọ́. Ẹ múra síṣẹ́ o. Síṣẹ́ lóògùn iṣẹ́. It's exactly what Mandela was saying. You know, Mandela also said that education is the only weapon with which you can change the world. You know, so recently when we were at an ESCO meeting, Dr. Fashola, you remember this. When the people from Science and Tech they came to do a presentation. And those younger people were missing. Governor, are you going to sing that song for me or with me? So governor sang that song. Mode o wa o. Mode ko wa. Mode ko wa o. Mode ko wa. Òdòdó ọmọ kékeré òdòdó àwọn lọ̀rẹ́ Elédùmarè mọ̀dé kó wá. And I could see that Mr. Governor had to even give a reward to the younger people. One thing I want you to always understand is that Mr. Governor, they call him Mr. Selibu, Mr. Project, Mr. Everything. He's not only a governor of Lagos State. He's also a land surveyor from the University of Lagos. He's a banker of bankers, and he's an administrator. He's an establishment person, and he's someone, you cannot ignore. Only 2 land surveyors have become governors in Nigeria, and I know the 2 of them very well. Governor Kolako Olaiwoyishola being the first. He only was governor for not even up to 4 years. But the first governor that will spend 8 years as governor, please give a round of applause, while standing down, is Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, an alumni of Lagos State, an alumni of University of Lagos. You should give him a round of applause. So Lagos State produced the governor. And that's why, the governor can never ignore you. It has been said here today, the governor is already doing something inside the University of Lagos. He's also doing something in the University of, the Lagos State University. He's doing something in the University of Lagos and something in the Lagos State University. It means he's a lover of education. Mr. Governor is a thinker. There are some thinkers that are utopian. They will think, they have grandiose ideas that can never be implemented. Mr. Governor, under his Teams Plus agenda, is making sure that every single thing that needs to be done is done. That's why you see the likes of Dr. Fashola is here. We now have our Lagos rice. Have you seen the Eco rice? Have you seen the Eco rice? Sorry? He sent it here. Doctor, I think you should give them Eco rice. Because all of these students have not seen Eco rice. So you should give it to the children or to the students. Don't only give to the older ones. So because Mr. Governor is a thinker of thinkers. When you think of Ebenezer Howard Garden City concept, the only reason why he set up the Garden City movement is simply because he wanted to implement the Garden City of tomorrow that he propounded. So, today we are talking to thinkers. And my message from Mr. Governor is to tell you that he's always with you at the University of Lagos. When he leaves as governor, he will come back to the University of Lagos to continue to give lectures, not only in one faculty, but in several faculties, because since he left you, he has gone around everything that is part of the sphere of development of any nation like Nigeria, or that you can find anywhere in the world. So once again, on behalf of Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, he has asked me to congratulate you, Prof. This is the 3rd year counting. He asked me to congratulate the Vice Chancellor and all the community that we have here, particularly those of you who are the students, who are the leaders and the thinkers for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Please, sir. One of the most difficult tasks is when you see your helper, and then you are now telling your helper to please stay back first. But it's what the job requires. It's not me speaking, it's the microphone that is talking. That was the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. aka Mr. Selebu, who was here represented by our very own Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde. Another round of applause, please, for him. I also want to appreciate the principal staff officer to the special advisor on EGIS and urban development here in Lagos State, Dr. Olanriwaju Kazim Adeyanju Bakinson. Thank you very much. You see, when you have these people, I always render one prayer, and I want you to pray. You know, Professor Gudipe is a pastor. On the day it matters, the people that matter, you will call them, and they will pick your call. You don't understand? That prayer, that on the day it matters, people that matter, you will call them, and they will pick your call. It's one thing to know someone who, another thing is to call that person and that person picks your call. At this juncture, the myth of why we are here, before we get into the nitty-gritty, intelligent, quintessential, benevolent, magnanimous, lovable, empathetic, supportive, caring, accommodating, and very amazing human being, our guest speaker. But let me also appreciate our CSO here, Mr. David Moturayo Motosho. Thank you very much for coming. With your presence here, everything is secured. Dr. Fidelia Osuala will help us understand better who is our guest speaker. But all I just know is that this guest speaker is from URP at Ladoke Akintola University and went to somewhere in London, the University College in London. But to help us with better understanding, a round of applause for Dr. Fidelia Osuala.
Please clap for me, oh, I beg, I beg, I beg. It's a great to be given this opportunity to read the citation of our guest speaker. Doctor, you're already standing, you're welcome, sir. Okay. Dr. Olajide Abiodun Babatunde holds BSc degree in urban and regional planning from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomosho, Nigeria. He has an MSc degree in Land Administration and Geographic Information from Sweden Survey AB, Sweden. MSc degree in Public Policy with particular emphasis on leadership decision-making from the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, Massachusetts. Doctor, a round of applause, please. Dr. Babatunde's experience in academia and industry has afforded him the opportunity to serve in various capacities and at the highest levels in the country. He has served in the presidency as a personal assistant to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in his administration and as a special assistant on land matters to Malam Nasir El-Rufai when he was the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Dr. Babatunde served as a consultant to the Federal House of Representatives Committee on Federal Capital Territory, FCT matters. In recent time and at various times, he also served as Vice President, Campus Director, and Director of Development at the Nelson Mandela Institute, NMI. He was officially appointed into the cabinet of Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu to pilot the implementation of the Enterprise Geographic Information Service in Lagos State, while driving the digitalization process of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, as well as its agency. A round of applause, please. In his current role, he oversees the affairs of two agencies, LASCAR and LASURA, and two are core departments of urban development and physical planning, and automated department, PPAD. Some of his achievements in Lagos State under Mr. Babatunde Sanwo-Olu administration include successful coordination of many digitization projects in the built environment, including the Lagos EPPS platform. He transacts last MEMA automation project and the Lagos State digital mapping and spatial data infrastructure project. He has also successfully established an EGIS project unit in 10 MDAs, established Lasbrick Museum, launched the Lagos MPP and UD mobile app, as well as the Lagos State Land Administration portal. He has also successfully relocated sawmillers from Okobaba to the purpose-built Timberville, Abowa Ikosi. Dr. Babatunde facilitated the kickoff of the SPV that resulted into the Alaba transitional market, and he is currently concluding the construction of the first ever land archive in Lagos State and the multi-level Lagos building. A round of applause, please. Dr. Babatunde, fondly referred to us, respectfully, sir, to us OAB, is married to Dr. Muzayan Khalil Babatunde, and he is the father of Valerie Abiodu. He is a lover and a collector of arts and patron to many charities, including the Ibadan Music Society of Nigeria, Dasu Babatunde Foundation, and Olajide Abiodu Babatunde Foundation. I present to you the guest speaker of today, Mr. Babatunde. A round of applause, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that one is too long. So because I don't know what that equals to, you know. So maybe with the foundation, because Bakesi is going to assist me. So maybe with the foundation, we just need to support your own foundation so that we can work together. Because the only thing we do is education. So is somebody going to show me how to use this? Because it's my. So what the slides? So can we take out? Okay. So can we take out the light a little bit? I mean, can you see? Are you able to see? Okay. Well, can we put up these lights? They are just going this one. Yeah. So, my name is Jide, and I'm your friend. You know, I have other colleagues of mine here. You know, because I see that Dr. Fashola is now sitting in a panel of judges. Please don't mark me down. You know, I was not really prepared for this, and I'll tell you why. Because I called Bakinson, who is standing somewhere there. Can we take out this light? You know, because they're affecting my eyes. You know, so I called Bakinson, who is my principal staff officer, and I said, Bakinson, so what are we going to talk about? You have seen the flyer, you've seen this. What should we talk about? Remind me, what did he say again? No, before that. Yeah, you know, so he wanted me to talk about Abuja. No, you are wrong. You forget things. He wanted me to talk about a tale of three cities. Am I correct? He wanted me to compare Lagos to Ibadan, and then to Abuja. Am I correct? That's what he wanted me to do. Right? Because we needed to look at the number of universities that have been set up. We needed to look at the number of hospitals, the population. You know, we need to put all of these things together. When I was talking to Professor Ogudipe, because I'm in another session, I'm looking at somebody who wants to use technology, you understand, to compare things, and at the end of the day, he wants to come up with what you call, I will call it an idea map, but instead he wants to call it a profit map, or a revenue map. Kamatuba modifier there. That's what he chooses to call it. You know, and I saw that from the presentation that the guy, I don't even know who the guy is, but we're looking at this thing together. You know, but from his presentation, what he was basically saying is that through technology, we can actually unlock some funds, you know, to fund infrastructural gaps, and also to help with the gaps in our budget. Doctor, do you understand that? You know, that's what he was. And he was looking at, you know, the high tension corridor. Because the high tension corridor, there's nowhere in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that says that a state must give a corridor to private companies who are now running the TCN or running the power production for Nigeria. Even when it is federal government needs to acquire the land from the state. And they have to pay the state for acquisition. So some of these things have been forcefully done from the time of the military. And the question that this person is asking is, I mean, if we look at mapping as something that, you know, we can already identify where we actually need to take power lines to. And he's using generators. He said, wherever you see generator running 24/7, that's where your customers are. Prof, in Cotton Sonny. Where you see that generators are running, that's where customers are. Not when you go to Ikoyi, the person is already running on solar. My younger brother, who has an office on Jira, he does not use PATN, and he doesn't use generator. Everything is solar. So the rich people can afford solar. But the people who are the poor of the poorest, they need that power for production. So this person is thinking, but not in the way myself and Professor Ogudipe were now thinking. Because he's looking at how to now demolish houses. Prof, tell Mati get in Cotton Feshe. They want to demolish houses to now carry power line to those places. Because sometimes people don't look at the implication of certain things. They just say they want development. You know, development can be very painful. But at the end of the day, it will be very nice. It is like a rat. The rat is biting you, but at the end of the day, it's to no good. But what that person was trying to present, I already understand it. He's thinking of the new routes. But myself and Prof are asking, what about the existing route? You want us to make money from the new route, which we are not even sure we want to demolish people's houses. But we must also collect money from the old route. So eventually, myself and Bakison, we decided that the presentation for today, you understand, there should be the man behind the door. So, again, my name is Jide. This presentation is for the Lagos State Geographic Information System. A lot of things that was read in my citation have already been completed. The land archive is completed. We'll see some of these things. So this presentation will still also be referring to these things like they are in the pipeline, but I will do my explanation. So, in the past, the man behind the door, section 1, subsection 1 and 2 of the Land Use Act, says that the governor will hold the land in trust for the people. That's what it says. If you look at another section of the Constitution, it says that for areas that are so designated federal territory, the president, can delegate such powers to a minister in the presidency to oversee. Another section says that the powers of the governor to oversee land will be vested in the president. So the first thing I want us to understand, because Professor Ogudipe is a GIS person. Even his son that is sitting down here is GIS we are talking about. So let me look at this thinking from a GIS perspective. So you need to pardon me if you are not into spatial data infrastructure. But we just need to use something to illustrate great thinking. So in the past, this is what it is. When I came to Lagos, when I opened the door, who did I find? I found somebody. He said, I'm the commissioner for science and technology. Today we have changed it to innovation, science and technology. I said, you are the commissioner for science and technology. What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. Because that's why I went through that route of telling you that governor can delegate, president can delegate. But it's not delegated to the commissioner for science and technology to do land administration. But because we do not want to embrace technology, what you will find is that people who shouldn't even be working in an hospital system, they are the ones, you have science lab technicians. You now see that it is computer scientists that are managing the MRI machines because those people are not embracing technology. So when you look at the theme of today's workshop, it is telling us that we must embrace technology. Churchill, he was one who said, we do not know whether if we change, things will be good. But for things to be good, we have to change. You see, and that change is here. And that change starts with all of us. In this my presentation, people are afraid of the computer. Is it going to attack you? Work on the thing. Even children, touch a bilan on 1 year old, one iPad, one move phone, one then they now become experts. Why are we afraid of things too? Why? That's the question. So you can see, from the time that I came, I saw that sign-offs, there are something. So sign-offs on automation processes for various MDA, Commissioner Amos Tiloshe, Rack Center currently hosting the servers. Our science and tech, Lowa in charge. And land is a spirit. But that's the first thing I told you. Land is a spirit. So people who don't connect with that spirit cannot manage it. So when you go and put commissioner for innovation, science and technology, you don't understand that families fight over land. Countries fight over land and they kill each other. So the people who have studied land administration, development, control, settlement of dispute, all of those people technologically, they may not be savvy, but they have the expertise. However, they need to embrace technology so that it's like that song, Mafokuta Roko Mi. So, as you are sitting down there, start thinking of your professions. Start thinking of the course that you have studied. My last speech, to the Society of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors is to tell them we are doing a mapping. When we have finished all the mapping, because for you to have a functional computerized system, all land must be mapped and surveyed. If we have mapped all the land and surveyed off the land, what is the work of a surveyor? I'm telling them that they will soon be out of work. So what they need to do is to go and join GeoSon. Is to be part of the mapping processes. Is to fight and make sure. What happened to town planners? You remember when they were doing the land use act? Because town planners are people that are viewed to be people that, so what did they do to them? When they did the land use act, because the other professionals were more influential, they kicked out the town planners who are the ones who know the use, who are the ones who share the land, and then they put essays of yours. Because they were the ones that are there. I did something at the Polytechnic of Ibadan where I was telling them that you should be able to understand that you must also be a politician. Do you agree with me? If you are not a politician, when they are making the laws, you will not be there. The Lagos State House of Assembly, in history, only one person has ever been a town planner that has been a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly. And that one person is no longer there, Honorable Makinde. So when they are doing laws, they will not be there. If you are not there, they will do laws that will not favor you. So Toba Yansi, Our surveyors are extinct. So it must be politicians as well. So when you are thinking, you must think in this direction. You must also be administrators. MRJ governor. Do you understand? MRJ speaker, House of Assembly. MRJ president. So in your various professions, make sure that you are there. And you see, something that is taking over the world now is technology. So you must be part and parcel of building technology that builds a nation. If you are not part of it, then it's a problem. So you can see, you know, it is Commissioner for Science and Tech that determines who sees and manipulates the spatial data infrastructure. It's all Commissioner for Science and Tech don't manipulate land information. It's wrong. But that's what we found. But he was the one. I said, who are you? He said, I'm most of everything. How can he be most of everything? But it is most of everything. Artificial intelligence is taking over the world. Even judges right now are afraid. Because some judges are now using AI to do right judgment. Because AI can look at different cases all around the world and come up with a judgment for you. A judgment here for him. You know, we have Turnitin. You know, it's something that we use in the UK. Nigeria, no, just to guide against plagiarism. But in a case where you have artificial intelligence, or go buying scripted in a way that our lecturer go lile ma on student. We need to think. As faculty, we must think. As students, we must think. The way the faculty are thinking, they will catch the student. The students are also now getting softwares, applications that will also help to catch the faculty. So everybody now, we are all catching ourselves. So this is what the Land Use Act says. Just so that you can understand what I'm saying. There is no way in the Land Use Act that says that technology lo mache, which is one of the reasons why when we came to Lagos, I said, Mr. Governor, we must do a law. Because people can then come and sue us and say we did not opt for technology in land administration. I'm battling with somebody who went to attack Bakinsin. He said, Bakinsin was to get etigbalemi. But kilo shele. The guy had gone to register. Somebody got a land 10 years before him from a family. And the person registered manually. But because now, we are not using an momentum system. Sometimes some people are complaining that, they say our file is in MTN. It's because we need to do backfiling. We need to digitize. So that when we operationalize the system, end to end, we can actually deal with any transaction. So this guy went and induced some people and everything. At the end of the day, what has happened back in Sin? He was able to register on momentum. A fake documentation. And momentum couldn't pick it up because we had not scanned the other information. By the time we sift through, we found the manual one, which was done 10 years before. And the land administration, it is first in time, kill a machine. So what I am saying is that this is what the law says. So those of us who studied land administration, if you are not careful, if you turn on Timua, even lawyers are going to want to be head of all those things now. And lawyers, is that what they studied? But there's an element of law and an element of every profession in everything. After all, if an architect did not design this place, the engineers cannot build it. So this is what I found. So you can see, this is what I was trying to propose when I came. But the method workflow, this is what I found. I found out that our contractor gone, our gonna manage land for us. Once over the abule mu oleru. And I tell people, don't stay on our systems. I say it a lot. You can come and help us. It's the cry of a little child. Help me to do it by myself. Come up, when the child marries, say, let me about be money. You need to separate. There must be a separation. You cannot be a contractor and want to run our systems and stay on our systems.